as you are joining, please kindly stay where you are coming from, how you heard about this webinar. We are glad to have you. Let's keep it on the chat box.
Yes, I can
Let's have you.
hear you.
Yes, okay, fine. Okay, hello Samantha, yeah. How the network is? I think it's better now. I think it's flowing now. So,
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, prior to the disconnection, I think we were saying something about why we chose to use Instagram instead of other channels. So, like I said, like I told you earlier, we are trying to use this opportunity to build our Instagram presence because of our followers and get people to know our Instagram handle and all of that. People be aware about what we achieve as an organization. So, I hope we are clear on that.
Yes, of course, I can understand that. Instagram sometimes, sometimes it actually happens with Instagram Live.
Yeah, okay, fine, that's good. I think you are. So, people in the chat box, I think I can see our founder, Emmanuel Tika, then I think I saw some people earlier. So, kindly drop the chat box and say where you're coming from and then how you learned about this event. So, that will be good. Thank you very much as I did that. So, once again, I welcome you all to this webinar. It is titled Effect of AI on Job. And our guest for today is an experienced AI and machine learning expert. It's another person than Samantha. And I'm proud to tell you that Samantha has an AI community of over 125,000 followers. Isn't that amazing? So let's have it for Samantha. Thank you very much for joining this session, Samantha.
Yes, thanks. Thanks for this great introductions. And it's my pleasure and it's great to be here with all of you. And thanks for this great opportunity, this platform to share my thoughts and experiences with all of you. I think, so thanks.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you very much. Yes, so for those of us in the chat box, I said earlier, today we'll be looking at the effects of AI on jobs. And AI has been this distance artificial intelligence. So is there anyone in the chat box that wants to tell us anything about artificial intelligence, what they know about AI, or anything whatsoever that they know about AI before we proceed into the webinar directly proper? Because we can start giving us the amazing goodies that he has in his bag of tricks and all of that.
Yes,
Anybody?
the last part, I think the last part I actually missed. So, part that you said? Could you please repeat the last one that you said? Yes.
Are you trying to say something?
Could you please repeat the last one? You said that chatbot. You were going to know something? Chatbot. I think that there is some network.
Yes, I was trying to say. I was trying to inform people in the chat box to state how they learned about the event and what they feel artificial intelligence is all about and all of that. So that was what I was trying to say. Did you get that?
Yes. Is there any chatbot or something you said?
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so anyone, Emmanuel is saying he's excited. We also are excited hosting this event. So without wasting much time, I think we do not have really much people in the chat box. So I think artificial intelligence, from what I understand, is a simulation of human intelligence, or what. Sorry, my name is a bit hot. Are you going to talk about AI chatbot? Sorry. Okay, someone is trying to ask a question.
Okay.
All questions
Okay.
will be attended to
yeah.
at the end of the event, but you can still keep them coming. So Samantha kindly note this question. The person is asking that, are we going to talk about AI chatbot? AI chatbot.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So of course, AI
good.
chatbot. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yes, I got it. Okay. So let me explain.
So
Let me explain about.
intelligence.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
So
semantic.
let me explain
Okay,
about the AI chatbot. Mhm. Okay,
wait,
okay. Allow me to
you can
speak
take that
about.
after the
Okay, so let me actually just explain about like what chatbot is actually and how I mean chatbot can help in the business because like I actually my first project was like to build a chatbot using like NLP like computer vision project. So basically I actually made a small project when like after when I getting a job. So I think chatbot is of course important and in mostly like AI chatbots. So AI chatbots it's not normal like other chatbots because it involves AI. I mean artificial intelligence. So it's become more smart and smarter than a normal chatbot. So that's why, and many business like small or like medium or any types of like business, they are using chatbots, and because they is powered by AI, so that's why they become more smart chatbot. So the basically like chatbots it can use to like it can actually solve all many problems absence of you. So suppose if you are just taking an example that if you're running a business like a small business or what the size of business and like
okay.
if you can train your chatbot very well, so they can actually give you many answers, give your clients many answers. Suppose someone can visit your website and they can actually talk with your AI chatbot to know more about that what exactly I mean your AI chatbot can explain everything about your business about the AI chatbot can also give you like the contact information as well as the email ID. So the chatbot is like a smart human guide behind this AI chatbot, so that can actually give your clients in like advise you. Yeah,
Okay, so I think with that, I think that's as much as that. So I think we need to pick up from where we stopped earlier. So I was asking about what artificial intelligence was, and I think Emmanuel just mentioned the chat box. So he said that artificial intelligence is the ability of computers to do tasks currently done by humans. It simply means automating processes. Wow, that is amazing. That is a beautiful definition. So Samantha, now I think we are set going directly to the topic of the day, which is artificial intelligence, effect of artificial intelligence on jobs. And I believe before we can proceed to the effect of AI on jobs, we need to understand. So can you please help us do justice to that? What exactly is AI?
yeah. Of course, I mean AI is like a hot topic these days. I mean because AI is something that people are always like talking about AI and other stuff like business. So I would say that there is many ways to actually define what AI is exactly. But in my opinion, in a very short and simple way, I would say that AI is like the definition of AI in a very short and simple way, like intelligence demonstrated by like machines, which is called AI. I mean, in a very short and like simple way to actually give you the answer of what exactly AI is like uh, intelligence demonstrated by machines. I think this is of why what exactly AI is.
Okay, we are just okay. So I think yeah, that's great. So I think they all have registered that is what artificial intelligence can be, and a lot of things artificial intelligence can. So it depends on how you see the perspective that you wish to find it from. Now that we know what AI is, can we see take a look into the advantage of AI? Because we know whatever has a cause must definitely have an advantage and also a disadvantage. So can we first look into the advantages of artificial intelligence? You want that?
Yeah. So, I mean, you're talking about the data part, like you said, the data, right?
No, no, no. I'm not talking about it. I'm saying the advantages of artificial intelligence. Can we look at the advantages of artificial intelligence? What purpose or what benefit does artificial intelligence add?
Absolutely, yeah. So, like if you're talking about like NLP, it's actually comes under AI. I mean, NLP, like natural language processing, and comes under
Natural
a big umbrella like AI. Yeah, and like it's like NLP like can solve many problems these days. Like like if you are talking about to AI, AI should be actually have the power to understand the natural language. So I think that's why AI actually comes under the play. Like when the only way to be a smarter to build a smarter computer by understanding our natural language. So that's why NLP actually came in this area. And in NLP, like there are two other things I would like to mention about, like NLU. It's called Natural Language Understanding, and so you can see that there are many applications on NLP. Like if you are talking about the conversational AI chatbot in English or in any other language, in natural language. So a chatbot can understand easily about what we actually typed, and they can give like as per our queries. So this is this area that NLP can play a huge role. I mean, natural language processing. So that's something that I think NLP is really important, and NLP has many applications in many companies like MNCs. They are using in their own business problem. They are trying to solve this area.
Okay, thank you very much. I think we've got that. So in the chat box for those who are currently watching and those who are participating in this, so whatever advantage that you think you have concerning AI, in what areas do you think AI can be advantage of? Kindly drop them in the chat box and keep them coming. Thank you very much. So now that Samantha has treated what AI exactly is and then the advantages of artificial intelligence, can we look at sectors where AI has been more prominent this coming time? Like the way data and records show that we can find AI in health, banking, finance, all of that, schools, in the educational sector. So what sector do you think artificial intelligence is more, how will I say it, how will I, it's more booming or is more evident? What sectors?
Yes, exactly. I mean, uh, definitely. I mean, so is it like and like? So could you please repeat that? I think there is some issues with network. So could you please repeat again?
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I was saying that what sectors do you think AI can be used? You know, we have artificial intelligence, we can make use of it in education, medicine, health, banks, finance,
Yeah,
schools,
that's
and
right.
all of that. So
Yeah,
how,
mm,
what
absolutely.
examples of those applications do we have?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I mean, I think because I use like AI in drug discovery, so which is, I mean, this is an example that I actually want to share with all of you. That because this is a big, actually, example of like how AI can be used to solve a big and hard problems like drug discovery. Because when you know that a drug during this COVID situation, I think we all know the importance of drugs, and so only AI can solve, only AI can actually reduce the time and the cost as well for a drug to build completely, to find a particular drug for a particular disease. And in terms of healthcare and like schools and other institutions, I think there are huge applications of AI. I actually see because you know that AI can actually not only reduce the time and the cost, but AI can help you to do your work in healthcare work or in school work more efficient and 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 a pretty good job, good way. So AI I think the most important in healthcare sector, because in my personal opinion, that healthcare sector, like the health data is also important. So we have to like keep the data as well while developing the AI systems. That's why actually federated learning, it's a type of learning, is also available, like reinforcement learning, like supervised learning and unsupervised learning. There is also a learning that also used in healthcare to keep their data safe. It's called federated learning.
Oh, okay. Okay. So are you done with that?
Yes, I mean I am actually using AI, of course, like in drug discovery. This is my actually work that I'm doing. It's my project, and so basically here it's a like complex and very hard problem to because a drug is actually will take like longer, much longer, maybe 1 decade. A drug actually discovered fully, it will take like at least 6 to 7 years in almost like 1 decade as well. Like AI, it it will actually reduce your cost as well as your time to discover the drug. So this is actually my work that I'm doing, but it's really interesting. So AI can solve. AI can be applied in many domains like healthcare, institutes, and many other places. So I think, of course, AI will be a big role in every sector, in every domain.
Oh, wow, wow. That's good. Thank you very much. Yeah. So according to what the World Economic Forum, they say that over 85 million jobs will be lost by 2025, and these jobs will be displaced by artificial intelligence. Now, what will be the future of work if all jobs are displaced by artificial
Yeah, so this is actually most important question. This I actually for me, I mean, I can give answer in this way because like AI actually maybe like displace many other job as well. So I think uh, this is something that I think that a government or other institute, suppose my recommended would be like the new skill. So people should like adopt new skill, and government or other institutions. So suppose a business. So they should actually focus on AI applying with people so that can find or new outcomes of the jobs, not not to replace the people or humans. So they should have focused on how to actually, I mean, how to do better product using AI or things. But the people, from people side or like the employee side, they have to like reskill their careers on data science or machine learning. What about the new skills? They have to adapt these skills in very soon. And I think government and other federation actually the state governments or any other social like community have to more focused on the new skills or like community things so that they can actually training they can arrange some training on new skills like AI and machine learning so that all the people they they think that they will lost or their jobs will be like terminated or like uh, so transferred for AI. So so I think AI will create more jobs as well because I think many studies actually says that 60% of the jobs, business jobs, will be like automated in 5 years. So I think the only way to save from this area, so to reskill and upgrade it with AI and machine learning. So that's why, for suppose if you're like a business company or somewhere, you actually what they should do is they should focus on reskill their employee, not like terminate. So they should actually start some program in AI or machine learning to actually educate their AI like employees. So this way, I mean, we can all together and I mean different areas they can actually reskill and like upgrade it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
intelligence? Okay, okay, okay. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Now, when we look at that now, what kind of skills do people have to understood in order for them not to get themselves out of the workplace.
Yes, I mean, I think the skills like is, I mean, they can take many courses like available on internet as well as offline, to skills like to learn new things as well. So I think AI will create more new jobs as well, not only replace or something. Because if you take an example, like in our previous like many tech saving many like labor saving like technologies they came also. So I think AI will also create not only new jobs as well, but they can actually help people to do their job in very good way and very efficient way. So I think it's most important to upgrade it yourself to to learn new things and to enjoy this new technology because I think uh, yeah, this is mostly important, I think.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's amazing. That makes a lot of sense because, like you said, now AI is not just to take away jobs, it's also to create jobs. Because since the World Economic Forum said 7 million jobs lost and displaced AI, it also said that over 97 million new jobs are going to be created by artificial intelligence. And then we need people also who will be able to fit into these places in order for them to work. Now, let's assume someone is trying to come into AI, artificial intelligence, for example. How long do you think it's going to take the person to become proficient in order to get employed as an artificial intelligence student or intern or
Yeah. So I mean, because I mean, of course, I mean, they will have to go through the process of their jobs and the learning opportunity. They have to learn while they are doing their jobs by using their skills in AI and machine learning. So because I think whenever the future, I mean, we actually, I mean, a few years ago, like many jobs, we thought like 10 years ago that this is the future. Java actually used mostly, but right now Python is most important. So, and people from Java backgrounds and Java developers, they are also trying to adopt Pythons as well as they are trying to learn machine learning and other stuff as well. So when times, I think it's up to time. So we can't say right now that AI will the jobs of AI will be for next 10 years or next 1 decade or 2 decades. So whenever, I mean, because they have to follow what they are doing and they have to learn from their field while they are working. I think learning by doing some work, but we can't say that AI is the end of computer science highest technology. Maybe there will be another jobs or another technology in the future, maybe after 50 years. So we have to whenever this comes, we have to learn fast and we have to actually apply in this. Yeah.
oh, oh that's good. Yeah, so before we move on to the next question, I think Sohita, yes, Sohita is trying to ask a question in the chat box. He says, will China be an AI superpower? Do you have anything to say on that?
Yes, of course. I mean, I have many friends in China, and I know because I am leading a huge AI community worldwide. So I know I have all the news and the data around the world. I mean, so I know how China is doing. China and US are dominate this area like AI. So, but I think in other places like European countries and Asian places, so they are always actually talking about the theory and the research papers part in AI. But in China and USA, they are trying to implement in the real world. I mean, they are trying to build some real world applications, and so I think they are, of course, they are far ahead, not only in terms of research paper. I mean, if you look at their research papers, it's also they are in top 5 as well in the world, as well as real world implementations AI to solve real world problems or your environmental problems. I think I think they are doing really great and they are focusing, and even their government is also supporting their work. They are investing a lot. So that's why they are doing real great in this area, in this field of AI.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Well, I hope to see that your first chatbot and Samantha will show you just there. So before we go, so uh, the details to this, tell us quickly I know about.
Could you please repeat one, or could you please write here in the comment?
Okay, should I come again?
Yes. I think there is something network issues that are actually, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
it would
okay,
be great
okay.
if you could.
Okay, yeah. So I
Yeah.
was trying to say that you have over 175,000 followers on your Facebook channel. You have people in your community, and you know this amount is very hard to come across in this world of ours. So how were you able to get to this stage? Can you brief us about the process and how you able to get 175,000 people in your Facebook
Yes. So you were asking me about how I started the AI community.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Okay, exactly. Okay, great. Yeah. So, so basically, when I started, like back in 2018, like 3 years ago, you can see that actually I created that AI community. Actually, I created the community because of like the people who want to learn. So I just wanted to create a place so that we can actually invite all the machine learning and AI engineers from around the world so that they can share their research papers, articles, and blogs, and many other things. So that we both can learn together. This was my main goal. So it's a place that all over the world they can join and they can share their AI research. So that's why I thought that why not to create something to invite all machine learning engineers or researchers from around the world to share their research paper and learn together and build something great. So that was something that I created, and now it's become a huge AI community, like 175,000 members around the world, and during this lockdown time, like we are getting like 1,000 requests per day, which is like a huge number, like 1,000 requests per day.
Well, are there special? Is there any special thing that you did that made you get 1,000 requests per day? That's
Research means like during this lockdown time, I would say that like people are at home. I mean because they were in quarantine, so they are at home. So that's why actually I think that they are also trying to learn, trying to reskill their skills, and also trying to learn new technology. So then they actually trying to search on Facebook that is there any artificial intelligence or AI actually community or group or page is available, because they were at home for long times, like during this quarantine time, like last 1 year. So it's almost 1 year that we were at home for a long time. So that's why people thought that it would be, I mean, it's a perfect time to learn new skills, new AI and machine learning things. So that's why they joined, and we are very lucky, and we achieved this like huge goal within just years, like 175,000 members within just 3 years.
oh, that's amazing. Yeah. So now let me ask you,
Yes.
how do you help since you have this large number of community people in your community? How do you use this number to help other companies help them push their product?
Yeah. You said that about the data. I mean, how I use the data or something.
Yes. How do you help um, other companies their product.
Yeah, the data part, like in AI community, like we actually always trying to use the data for our actually for our. I mean, it can actually help us to develop better community day by day, and it can understand the data can actually help us to understand about the numbers of beginners. Like suppose our admin data says that 85% data says that like 85% member are actually beginners. So so this is only we check by going through the data in the AI community, and we also learn more by analyze the demo way. We always trying to improve by learning the data from the AI community. So this way data can help us to improve and to make the community large and as well as informative one.
Oh, okay, okay. That makes a lot of sense. So now, since talking about data now, how do you maintain community? Now you have a large number of people. How do you maintain?
Yeah. So how do you say? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I said, how do you maintain the community? Since you have a large number of people in your community, how do you maintain them?
Yes, the large. I mean, how I actually build. Sorry, how I.
How you maintain? How you maintain the people in your community?
Yes, people. Yes, of course. I mean, they are actually mostly actually beginners. They are trying to learn, and they are from different background. And yeah,
That's good. Yeah. So now we are getting closer to rounding up this webinar. So now, as an advice, what advice do you have for those people who are watching this currently and those who will watch this afterward concerning picking a job career in machine
yes. I mean, what kind of advice for actually beginners or like the learners
learning?
who actually.
Yeah, people who are trying to switch exactly into artificial intelligence. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So yeah, so the biggest, I mean, the most advice from me actually. So who actually want to learn other all the people. I mean, it doesn't matter because I think when I am actually getting many message in my AI community, like from beginners or other people. So they are from different background. They are not from computer science background, and they are from suppose like financial background. They are from agriculture background. So they always actually feel that they can't learn AI or machine learning. But I would always say that, and I would always encourage those people who are actually afraid and who are in this area, who are not from computer science or any core coding background. But from my side, I would encourage them especially, so they also can learn AI and they also can work in AI as well. They also can build great applications in AI because there are many good tutorials and available already on internet. So if they have interest to learn something like AI and machine learning, so they don't need to think about that. They don't have any computer science background. They don't have any coding background. Still, they can learn and they can play. They can build great AI applications. Because if you look at like others like people in my community, they are from finance backgrounds. If they have their finance background, I mean, if they have their backgrounds or their studies like financial, so it's actually benefit for them to apply AI in their own domain, like financials or agriculture or whatever, because they know the theory of agriculture. If they learn AI or machine learning or coding, so if they can combine their skills in agriculture as well as with AI, and it's a double benefit for them to combine with their own domain as well as with AI. So they can build better systems. I think there are lots of and plenty of tutorials, very good tutorials and paid tutorial as well are also out there. Even I would actually encourage them as well to join our AI community so that they can ask any question. We have a huge number of AI researcher and machine learning researcher from around the world. So if we, personally, I actually, welcome them so that they can ask any question in my AI community. They can post their queries, questions. So our community is very active AI community. So, so there are many ways to learn actually because of this internet are available everywhere.
Okay, yeah. So can you tell me what's the name of your AI chat box? You can follow up, or you can say it also. What?
Mhm. So sorry, the last part, I think, yeah,
Yeah,
just can.
the name of
Mhm.
the name of the AI. Yeah. Yes.
Could you please actually, yes, could you please actually in front of your mic or something? If it is better to hear, if you could actually, uh, if you could actually speak in front of your mic. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I said the name of your
yeah,
AI
yeah.
community. What is the name of your AI community?
Yes, actually, it's called artificial intelligence and machine learning, and they can actually type on Facebook, and they can see like a blue background, and they can also see my name as admin section. So yeah, so I am actually welcoming them. I am actually encouraging them to join and to share their thoughts as well as what they want actually. I mean, if they want to learn AI, because they are very most active community, they can get answer very soon when they are actually trying to post something. They can get response. They can improve their self. It would be better for them as well. We always encourage members as well as people who are not from computer science or any coding experiences. So I think, yeah,
Yeah, well, thank you very much for that. Thank you. I think with that, I've come to the end of the webinar. So it was really nice having you very, very much for having our guest for today's event. Very much. We're grateful for that. So, and then we look forward to having more of this discussion.
absolutely. Thanks for this great opportunity. And yeah, so definitely, looking forward to work together to actually share the thoughts between you and us. And I am also welcoming all of your viewers as well as who are watching this live. So please join our community and share your thoughts as well as, yeah.
That, thank you very much. So, do you have a LinkedIn account where people can follow also, aside from your Facebook?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I will share the links, I think, in the
Okay, kindly do that.
comment box. Okay, that is actually great. Fine.
Oh, Samantha, are you still with us? It seems Samantha has a network issue, but nonetheless, what we need from him is this LinkedIn address. But no problem, we will forward this to the email of those that were present in today's webinar. and then it will also be on our Instagram page and our Facebook page as well. So we'll do that, no problem. So thank you very much to everyone who attended today's webinar. Nice having you. We look forward to having you in our subsequent webinars as they promise to be enlightening, educative, and interesting. So do well to inform others about Youth Initiative for Economic Empowerment, and because he is yesterday, he is here to stay, and we are here to help and empower youth in Nigeria and in Africa all over the world through the process of digitization. Thank you very much. So you think okay, Samantha has dropped the link to his Facebook page on the chat box, so we can kindly check that out and then join the community. Yes, it's important that we join the community, and also this will be shared across all our social media handles. So for those who were not present in the webinar, for them to be able to attend and join the community to enable them meet with other like-minded individuals in the AI community. So we wish you all success in all your endeavors. Thank you very much for coming. We have come to the end of the webinar. Good day, goodbye, and have a